Welcome to another video from explainingthefuture.com. This time I'm going to talk about 3D printing and how it may trigger a manufacturing revolution. "3D printers turn computer models into real physical things. They do this by building up an object in a great many very thin layers. Some technologies achieve this by extruding a molten material, such as a standard thermoplastic from a print head nozzle. Other technologies lay down successive layers of powder that are selectively fused solid with a laser beam or other heat source, or else bonded with a spray-on adhesive. For many years, 3D printing has been used in rapid prototyping and to help produce mould masters. But more recently, pioneers such as Freedom of Creation and Make Eyewear have begun to use 3D printers to digitally manufacture final products or parts thereof. This means that it's already possible to purchase spectacles, furniture and many other items that have been 3D printed, and this trend is set to continue. Today, 3D printers can build items in a wide variety of materials, including plastics, metals, glass, concrete and chocolate. As the technology develops, this will allow an increasing number of parts and products to be stored digitally online. Items will then be able to be delivered digitally across the internet, so reducing physical transportation costs and permitting more local manufacturing. Because it's an additive process, 3D printing will also reduce materials wastage, as well as permitting high levels of product customization. To help demonstrate the possible impact of 3D printing, let's consider how people buy shoes. Today, when somebody wants some new footwear, they usually go to a store. Gathered together in this location are a predetermined number of styles and sizes from which they can choose. All of these shoes have previously been manufactured in distant factories in the hope that somebody one day may want to buy them. Now, let's consider what may happen in the future. Rather than travelling to a store, a customer may go online, select a design, colour, material and size, and then print out their shoes on a personal 3D printer in their own home. Creative consumers may even customize their shoe design using an app created by the manufacturer, or may even come up with a new shoe style all by themselves. Of course, many people may not want or be able to afford a personal 3D printer. Nevertheless, they could still create or customize their own shoes on a computer and then use an online printing service to dispatch them to their own home. Alternatively, they may visit a local 3D printing bureau to get their shoes printed out. Or perhaps they may still purchase their shoes from a specialist footwear store, but now one that is able to offer a far wider range of digital designs that are printed out on demand. In time, it may even be possible to return an old pair of shoes so that the material they are made from can be recycled and reprinted into a new design. Many of the ideas in the previous scenario may sound fantastical. But already 3D object marketplaces like Thingiverse and Craftworks are springing up on the internet. Online printing services such as Shapeways, Sculpteo and iMaterialize are also starting to thrive online. Anybody with a 3D design therefore already has many options for sharing it over the internet and printing it out. Personal 3D printers are now also available. For many years it's been possible to build your own 3D printer using open source designs from RepRap or Fab at Home. More recently, we've seen the launch of consumer 3D printers for those without DIY skills. These include the Up personal 3D printer, as well as the Cube 3D printer from 3D Systems. Many commentators now predict that the market for easy-to-use, low-cost 3D printers is set to explode, with 3D printers that sell for a few $100s expected within a few years. 3D printing is not going to replace traditional manufacturing. This said, it may increasingly permit personal manufacturing to take place at home, in store and online. More information can be found on the 3D printing page of explainingthefuture.com and in my 3D printing directory. But now that's it for another video, and as always, the future is in your hands.